and welcome back to part 3 of my extreme clean of my entire house. I have been working slowly but surely on each room in my entire house, cleaning it top to bottom, the walls, the baseboards, decluttering, organizing, purging. We're doing everything, cleaning every inch, every drawer, every cabinet. We have done my dining room and my living room so far. I will post those 2 videos below. Today we are working on my small bathroom downstairs, on the entryway and utility closet, and also the den. So we're doing a few areas in this video, so let's get started. So I am still using the Chomp wall cleaner, but it was kind of hard to get that in the small bathroom down here. So I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way with some, elbow grease. So I'm using the Mr. Clean eraser. You'll see me a lot in this video. Use it to just spot clean the walls, get anything that, maybe it's a little more difficult, and then I'll wipe that with a microfiber cloth that's a little damp with just soap and water, very, very just lightly damp. And then sometimes I'll go back over it with the wall cleaner just to get any smears or, any residue that's left over. So it was pretty tedious. It's just so much like wall cleaning as well as baseboards, and it's fine, it's part of it. But I think after doing all of these rooms, now that I'm home and I'm not teaching this year, I am absolutely going to embed deep cleaning into my cleaning routine so that I'm not stuck doing it like seasonally, like once a year or twice a year, because it's a lot to do. Even though obviously I'm not doing this all in one day, it's still a lot to do, and my hand, I swear, is like stiff and crampy from doing all of this.
Taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close, I want further in under your skin. Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're on the horizon. You're on the horizon. And let me tell you what I found. Leaving everything behind, knowing there is more in life that I want. Now I wanna embrace life, you and I side by side, knowing there is more in life that I want.
I follow a professional cleaner on Instagram, and he suggested using a duster, like a Swiffer duster, on the toilet before you clean it. So I do in this video, just to try it out and see if it would make any difference, because I feel like cleaning the base of the toilet is always so tricky with the hair and the dust. So you can see I just kind of wiped the area very quickly with a Swiffer duster, and when I was down there cleaning with a wipe, I promise you it made the biggest difference. I will absolutely be doing this in the future. It was so much easier just to clean the base of the toilet, like right here. I wasn't battling all the hair and the dust that you usually do. So highly recommend. It really did actually make a big difference. Also kind of random, but I only had a glove on my right hand. So when I went to clean the left side of the toilet, I couldn't fit my right hand back there. So I just grabbed a wipe and did it real quick with my hand and the wipe, and I didn't wear a glove, and I was so grossed out. Right, you guys know how I am about wearing gloves with cleaning toilets. So don't worry, I promise I washed my hands. I know it might seem a little dramatic, but I always think you're just cleaning somebody else's pee up, even if it's your family and you love them. So here I am washing my hands, but it just kind of grosses me out. One of those pet peeves of mine. But we're going to speed through this part. I think you've seen me cleaning plenty of walls and baseboards in the bathroom. So we're going to just kind of wipe off some streaks I saw and really make it look super nice. And now we are going to move to my favorite part, which is decluttering and organizing. Couple of years ago, I did like a complete overhaul of my house with organizing. Some of the areas are functioning very well still. Some of them I maybe need to rethink, which we will do in this series, I guess we can call it. And some of them I never really did anything with, and this area is one of those areas. But now that we've lived here for a couple of more years, I realize that I do need to have some organization in this little cabinet. It's right beside the toilet. And this whole bathroom is just, again, kind of awkward because it is underneath the stairs. So it has weird angles and small spaces. But I wanted to have it just be functionable. And, so here we go. I'm just putting toilet paper, feminine products, some wipes, and that's what I go for when I'm sitting there. So I don't have to go all the way upstairs. If you're wondering about the doll, I think I put that there like last Halloween or something, and it just cracks me up, people's reactions when they come over, because this is the guest bathroom as well. So the doll has remained. I have not removed the doll. So we're just going to remove some of the trash. We are going to get ready to organize under the sink, these cabinets right here. I'm trying to find some place to put my son's hair products. He has like curly hair, and I just put it on this turntable in this cabinet here. That way it's not on the counter. He has a bathroom he shares with his sister upstairs, but for some reason in the morning he just does his hair down here. I think it was last year that he started doing this because they were both getting ready for high school at the same time, so he didn't want to, they fight over the bathroom, and he would just come down here and get ready. And I have these toothbrushes that I'm putting in these drawers. I'm taking all of this stuff out. This is what I put in a couple of years ago. We never use it. So I'm going to put in these containers in the drawer, and I'm going to put my son and husband's toothbrush and toothpaste down here. My husband for years came down to this bathroom in the morning instead of getting ready in our bathroom, so he doesn't wake me up. I didn't ask him to. He just started doing it, which I think is sweet actually. So there's his toothbrush and toothpaste instead of sitting on the counter. And then my son, last year, he started getting ready down here. So the boys have just kind of taken over this bathroom. It just kind of cracks me up. I guess they're doing it to stay away from the cranky women in the house and have peace down here. I don't know, but so I went ahead and just put their toothbrushes in those drawers, got the organizers from Amazon, and now I'm gonna declutter under the sink. This is another area that I want to add a little bit of organization to. I do put a turntable in here, but I don't think I recorded it, which now I'm kind of wishing I would have. But we just are going to clean it out, get rid of the stuff that I don't use, and put back what I do. I don't keep a lot down here, but there are a few things that I like to store down here.
I don't wanna seem to shaky. Oh no, like I'm sudden but it's steady. Oh no, and they tell me to move on, 'cause I deserve more, but still I want
So we are done with the bathroom. It looks so much better. It smells nice. It just feels great when you walk in. And the organizational tools that I am using in here maybe don't look Pinterest worthy, but they are functional. And that is the most important part to me. I want to make my life easier, not more complicated. So that's what I think always whenever I try to organize. How is this going to make my life easier and make it, just more efficient? So we are moving on to the hallway and the entryway area. The hallway is a little tricky because I don't know how. I don't even use this hallway that much, but when I'm cleaning it and I'm down there on the baseboards and the walls, you realize how messy it gets. It was pretty rough, and I knew that. I could see the handprints, which is why I was like, yeah, we need to go in there and clean. So we do. There's no light in the middle of the hallway, so at some point in this video I have to grab my it's the light that I use for YouTube sometimes. We use that just to kind of shine a light on some of the grime and dirt. But we're going to do the door frames. I try to always start with that. Then we're going to go through and spot clean the walls, wipe over it with the cloths, and then the Chomp wall cleaner. So I'm going to be honest, I've been using it now on the last couple of videos. For deep cleaning, it's not that great. If you have dirty walls and you see it on YouTube and you're like, oh, I'm going to get that, I would not waste your money if that is what you intend to use it for. I think if you're just kind of doing like a routine upkeep, I think it's great. But it could also just be the wall cleaner that I have. I just ordered whatever came with it. So maybe I should try something else. I don't know, but I just think nothing beats good old-fashioned elbow grease and getting down there with your sponge or your rag and just doing it up close and personal. Nothing beats that. So that's what I'm doing here on the baseboards in the hallway, and the baseboards were so chipped. The paint was really bad, and I don't know why. It's not like we use it a lot. I was trying to think, why would it be this bad? Maybe because Charlie and Tyler's my son, Charlie's my dog, they play all the time, and they'll chase each other and play hide and seek, and they'll do laps around the house and go through the hallway. So I'm thinking maybe it's like when the boys are going through the hallway and running and just being boys and chasing each other. That must be what it is. And also it's just kind of a tight fit, so probably people kick their feet on the wall somehow. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but it was pretty chipped, pretty dirty. So there's my spotlight that I'm using. And I will say going over everything after with the Chomp cleaner is nice because it kind of gets any smears or residue off. So that works fine, but it's definitely not what I go in with first.
That maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. I can't get up alone, too heavy on my...
We are now moving to this closet near the entryway. I believe it's intended for a coat closet, but we live in Florida. We don't really have coats, and the flannels and light jackets we do have, we keep upstairs because we only use them for like maybe 2 weeks out of the year. So I've used it as a shoe closet in the past, and honestly, it's just become kind of a junk closet. I intend to use it as a utility closet. That's what I would like to do, so that I have a place to store my vacuum and cleaning products and kind of get them out of the way so they're not just laying out in the den and everything is in one place and organized.
Anywhere with you, I won't give up. I'll take my chances, and I will follow you through the night. I'll follow you.
Nice and clean. We got the walls clean. So now I'm just gonna figure out what goes in it. Charlie's looking at me wondering who I'm talking to. Charlie, what do you think? What do you think? You're so handsome?
One day I'll make you mine, and it won't come easy, but I know it's worth the fight, and I know you can see it too. So keep me hanging on, and I will run across the rivers anywhere with you. I won't give up. I'll take my chances, and I will follow you through the night.
So I'm gonna put these two baskets in the closet at the top. I think one day, not now, because baskets are expensive, and this will work for now, but one day I want to get like big square ones, like I guess larger ones. But anyways, I have my steamer, like something deeper, my Bissell steamer that I've never used. Here's all my vacuum attachments for this vacuum, my cordless vacuum, filters for my Shark Navigator, filter for this small vacuum. I love that thing. So just like different filters and vacuum pieces. That's the Tromp things. And at least it kind of keeps it organized. I'll be able to put it in one place.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on, and we'd do anything for what we started.
Here, I do think I'm gonna look, I already looked on Amazon for like bigger cubby ones. They're just so expensive, but I might break down and just buy 3 maybe. It's not very deep, this shelf, but I think it could hold some, just because that sticks out and it kind of bothers me. So we're gonna probably change that up. These were here when we moved in. It almost looks like they might have used it to hang maybe some tools as well. So we're gonna have the baskets up there, and I'll have Darren probably install that mop holder here, and then I can hang the broom and the Chomp wall cleaner over there. So I'll just have those. So I think it'll be really nice to have a place for the steam cleaner and the vacuum. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Also my handy dandy steamer, my steam mop. I love this thing.
So we are done with that area. Now we are moving on to the den. As you can see, there are tons of spider webs, and this has just gotten worse and worse, but we're gonna get it done and clean today, and it's gonna be nice and fresh. So I'm just going to go through and get all the spider webs first with my little handheld vacuum and also my duster.
Try to figure out who I am. Not sure what I'm doing here. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood. Never found somewhere I fit in. Till I met you, I was feeling lost. But you're the one who can make it go away. All you have to do is look at me. Sometimes I can't breathe, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try but don't succeed, yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me, the one who saves me.
I'm trying my best to hold on. It's not easy, but I'm feeling stronger with you. And the days don't work out the way I thought they would. And before you there was no one who understood.
Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try but don't succeed, yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me, the one who saves me. No, I can't get enough of what you do. No, I can't get enough of what you do. Enough of what you do.
I'll give you my everything. It's not much, but it's all I have.
You know we could run to a place where we belong, but I need you there with me to go on. Sometimes I can't see, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try but don't succeed, yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me, the one who saves me. No, I can't get enough of what you do. The one who saves me. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me, the one who saves me.
So this wall was pretty gross. Oh, I slowed it down because Charlie, he comes and walks up and I have to shoo him away because he's blocking the light. But it made me laugh when I was watching it because you can kind of see the whole scenario play out with shadows. And my daughter was standing there talking to me. You see her shadow too. But Anyways, I'm just getting this wall nice and clean. This one was pretty tough because Charlie's bed is there and there was just drool slobbered all over the place, but we got it nice and clean. We got the baseboards clean, and I think I go back and do some even more cleaning, just, yeah, because the smears on it was just so rough, so it was kind of smeared a little bit, and you know how it is, like, you have to sometimes just go in a couple times to really get it. So I'm doing that. I'm going to put the bed back, and then we are going to move on to the dog food area.
I'm feeling down, I don't know why. What an alibi. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch. Baby, I so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy. But baby, I so high, stay. We don't need to go that fast. I need this night to last. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy. But baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go that fast. I need this night to last. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy. But baby, you're so high.
All right, so I did the worst part, at least to me. Maybe this door is the worst part, but we have the trim, the walls, the baseboards clean all through there. That was a little rough too, but I wanted to get these areas, Charlie's areas, clean because they're a little rough. Like in the cracks, so even if I like mop here, it kind of like pushes the stuff in there. So I had to, a lot of the grime was like in the cracks, and that was gross, but it's much better now. And we try to clean up when we see him eat and drool, but there's times I'm not home, so like the drool kind of will like cake onto it. And we had just cleaned it recently, but there was stuff that was just like really caked in, so it really needed like a very good like deep clean. And just the back wall. And Charlie is, so I know you're probably wondering like, why don't we just put a mat like right here? We actually had one, but he is like one of those bulldozers that like scoop the dirt, move it over and drop it. The mat is like almost not big enough to like hold everything unless I need to get like a jumbo one, because it is like, even with me vacuuming, even if I like steam mop it, it just kind of gets in there. So, and it was the worst over here. So even if he slings it over here, I probably will just, I need to just get like a jumbo mat and put it right there. Either way, that area is done. Then I got next to this door. I was like, oh yeah, I have to do this door. Honestly, I'm so over it. This video is gonna be pretty long anyways, with like the bathroom, the entryway, the utility closet, all of this. So I think I might connect this to when I do the deep clean of the kitchen for the next deep clean video. This is like the big guy. This is gonna be my hardest one yet. I'm sure you guys know. Sorry, I look like crap. I've been cleaning, but I also know if I don't clean that now, I'll regret it. Like when I'm doing the deep clean of the kitchen, which is gonna take longer than any of the rooms I've done, I know I'm gonna kick myself in the butt. So it's 12:30 now. I think I'm gonna pause, eat some lunch, take a break, but most of like the hardest stuff I feel is done aside from this door. I'm gonna suck it up and deal with it. I'm gonna do it. I just made the choice. After lunch, I'm gonna do it.
So I got what I deserved, you know it. I wanted it to hurt, so wrong of me to cross that line.
So for all my whining and moping about the window or these doors, they weren't that bad to clean it. It didn't take me too long. It was a little, some of the stuff was still kind of caked on, so I feel like I need to go back and, especially on the bottom windows, and maybe go at it with even a rag and some soap and water. But I was just kind of over it. I cleaned them pretty good, and we're just going to move on to the fireplace mantle and get this cleaned off and dusted.
Tells me that I am doomed. Is there a way to cool you down? Just one mistake and I am out. It's my fault. I'll give you my heart. You can crush it. Moving on. I'll be on my way if you want it. I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag. I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag. Waving the white flag. I'm 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 waving the white flag, yeah. It's my fault. Moving on if you want it. I surrender to you. I'm waving the white flag. I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag.
We're done. Got his dog area, window, fireplace, his other area vacuumed. I'm deciding not to mop because it is Friday, and next week I'm starting this, and it's like the same room. So I just gave it a good vacuum for now. And dusted, cleaned that off. I mean, you see what we did, but it looks much better, and didn't take as long as I thought it would. The worst part, like you've heard me whine this whole time, is the walls, but that's it. I'm leaving that blanket there. I use it for the dog hair to sit on, so I can sit down there without the dog hair on me.
So I hope this video motivated you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like it. It only takes a quick second, but it helps me out a lot, and it's completely free to you. I would greatly appreciate it. Next week, I am tackling the kitchen, so that will be my next deep cleaning video in this series. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and we will see you in the next one.
Somebody who knows how to behave, but I'm not even close. Won't you save